I would have loved to, but you know, of course, you knowing me, I woke up like hours after that was fixed. You ready for more despair? I'm not. There's a good stretch last night where I was not having fun. That fight is just so awful. Rod's tiring. So people actually were getting keys done with no affixes. That's pretty hilarious. Sanguine too. I wonder if any of that's actually going to count on Raider IO. Because, I mean, obviously, keys with no affixes is pretty fucking huge. Well, it's not raging anymore. That's good. Raging is, like, easier, but, like, honestly, sometimes I think it's harder than it was last season. I feel like this volcanic is spawning a lot, too, for some reason. I see how inconsistent it is, like, the variance between 0 hearts and every heart's, like, 40k overall DPS. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, honestly. Like, I wish, you know, like how you were saying, I wish there was a way. I hope that does not pull the mobs over there. I wish there was a way to be like, okay, I'm going to get heart, or I'm going to get this mechanic at, you know, this time of the fight, so I can pre-position at like, you know, this part side of the room, so if I do get it, I can, you know, get there quicker. But yeah, like if you go from no hearts, you can honestly be like near the top of the DPS meter. But if you get like 3 or 4 in a pull, like you're like GG, like rest in peace your damage. And I'm not a huge fan. Give me a sec. I feel like volcanic is spawning more than normal, but I haven't played it with this season yet. I do not miss Sanguine, though. And you're just sitting in there casting. I don't have kick yet, unfortunately. Let's see. I think we might step in Mythic tonight. Retroactively gave me score on Raider IO. Felt like 2 key levels lower. That's like kind of insane how much harder the affixes just make the dungeons, even if the affixes are easy. You know, it kind of just makes them like a decent amount harder. Like Sanguine's a very easy affix, but it adds like a lot of time to a key. Yeah, but you can't because if you pre-position, don't get a heart. You have to run back to the safe spot, dude. That is like my life, and it's like I'm sitting. I'm for sure. Like you know, I'm in my cooldowns and everything. It's like of course I'm gonna get a heart right here, and I pre-position and I don't, and I have to move, and you know, because our class is shit, we'd lose DPS because of that. Heard somebody say about volcanic nerfs. I think they might have nerfed it like before the season came out, but I don't remember because they nerfed a bunch of the old affixes. Do you make any talent changes during Tyrannical Week? No, not really. But if you have a lot of AOE in your group, you can kind of go for if you really need the single target, you can drop 1 point in Screams and 1 point in N'Zoth and go Insidious Ire. It'll be less like damage, like on the details meter, but it'll be like more ethical damage, which is like pretty valuable. So kind of just depends what you want. Brackenhide always dies in the first pull or the first boss. If you can live past the first boss, you're chilling. Honestly, I thought I had Void Torn it already. It's alright though. I see an Earthbolt hitting me. Oh, I got the last second health pot off there too. I'm not playing bad right now. Do you like Void Touch more than Ancient Madness? I personally do because I feel like it makes the spec a little bit easier to play where you're not munching your Mind Spike and Sanity proc so much. So I personally am liking it, and when I simmed it, it's actually better on single target than Ancient Madness, but slightly worse than it on like multi-target. So but yeah, I do like it. I've been playing a lot of Affliction. It's so bad. Create a Shadow, yeah, which is pretty sad because AF is also one of my favorite specs, but I feel it's been pretty meme and it's been pretty meme in keys for a very long time. Since like I think it was 9.1 was the last time it was like really good. Uh, pop the E here. Nice. Is that on the warrior? Getting earth bolted here. The only thing I don't like about Viclan's things is I'll have to remove the timers on my focus for the dots. Oh, overlapped. Uh-oh. Nice, he bought me. If we get another one, I have to disperse for it. It's on me. I have Bop for a second. Nice, that's actually huge. We have Frenzy in 30. I think I'll be dead by then. Kind of killing Trick Totem first. Doesn't feel ethical. I've overlapped my kick every single time on this. Need to disperse here. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. So Velf can finish casting while being knocked back, but what if that was changed to being cast while moving for like 5 seconds? Think it's worth over Nelf. So the finish while casting while being knocked back is that I don't think that's what that means. It just means like when you get hit, you like your spell gets pushed back by like a tiny amount. Which is really noticeable in Classic if you've ever played Classic before. It's not like actual like knockback mechanics. Oh shit. And so yeah, that's not actually like knockbacks. But I mean, if it was cast while moving, I mean that'd be insane. You'd see a lot of people run that in like that. I don't. It'd still be good with Goblin probably, or Goblin might be better. Not too sure. Holy shit, this pool's massive. Shadow Priest things, though, I just can't do damage for like a couple seconds. Not really worth redot, I think. Of course, you always get the dispel on yourself first, you know, obviously. God, am I trying this Nels? Yeah, I think it's if you're talking about Neltharis, I think it's really good in Neltharian's Lair. Totem's dead. Tip, I need you to PI Fally in this rogue tomorrow so I could trigger you into raid flopping. This is a net positive. Yo, I got you. Honestly, you know what's hilarious though? Shadow Priest single target is fucking awful. How much do you sim for, Fally, on single target? I would not be surprised if you sim for more than I do. I misunderstood then. Ever have Shadow Crash does not dot things here? I have not had that bug, but I know people have. I know people talk about it all the time. Please hold. Okay. I think the last time I simmed, I was at like 120k in full single target. Oh wait, this totem's still alive. I thought it was dead, to be honest. Whatever, the mob's almost dead. Damn, I'm higher than you. Forward to do 121s yesterday today with Vault. Yeah, I don't know why. Actually, well, I got a socket today, which is like 500 DPS, so probably like maybe I just touched 121k, but I don't get because I mean my gear is good. I don't know what I need to change to start simming higher. Like I've simmed like a droptimizer on like every upgraded piece and like vault and everything, and it's like nothing is like really an upgrade. I don't know. My character's bugged, I guess. God, this bull, this dungeon is just so fire. Look at these bulls. Please don't kill me. These bleeds from the lashers though do so much damage. It's crazy. Do I crash here? No, I don't think I do. Where's the totem? There it is. Sometimes my nameplates are so terrible. Do I sim every ally buff for Ominous? Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure it's like 121k-ish. That unironically was like a 4k overall diff. Yo, how much do you sim Nightcat? I'll sim after this key and see. Yo, what's up, Mug Test? How's it going? Yeah, single target shit, just like you said. Yeah, the Shadow single target's not that great. You can see that by looking at fights like Rashok, for example. We're like near the bottom. Honestly, what I think kind of makes Shadow Priest single target worse is the fact that so I need to dispel myself here. The fact that we're just so bad with movement. You know, obviously a lot of fights in this game have movement. So wait, I haven't looked at that sim yet. Is that your mage's sim? Or is that your Windwalker sim? I'm gonna die here, I think. Wow, this thing got full healed by Sanguine, isn't that crazy? And it's just AFK in the Sanguine right there, you see it? Awful game. Is it worth to hit the totem here? Or just kill the guy? Yeah, that mob's understand. I'll get the warrior next. Them removing Surge of Darkness feels so bad. Yeah, I think that's I'm surprised they removed that and like didn't really give us anything else for movement. And then kind of laughed at us when we wanted like the reverse grip legendary where we can grip like jump to people. So I guess they just want priest just to be like a complete wheelchair. Because obviously there's other bad classes that have like mediocre, poor mobility like DK and Ret, but we just have absolutely zero. Like it's pretty like awful. At least DK is completely immune to like knockbacks and stuff. But we get fucked by we just get fucked by everything. It's awful. Is this a pug? Yeah, it is. I pretty much only pug, unfortunately. Look at these things just AFK in the Sanguine too. Like they cast an ability and just AFK stand still for like 2 seconds. Let's see. We're just crazy strong because we don't have to give up anything to get AoE. Yeah, that's exactly. It's like our AoE. A lot of classes have to give up single target to do AoE. Like Ret is a good example. There's probably more. Like I think Ellie Shaman's kind of like that. I've heard. But yeah, like I mean, of course, like we're like incredibly strong. Like don't get me wrong. Like we're broken in M plus. Probably the best class in the game. And by probably the best DPS class in the game, we are the best DPS class in the game for M+. And we're like good in raid too, but our single target itself is not that great. But obviously, every class doesn't need to have like top tier single target to be good. Guys, I have class trinket 441 and plus Nelth call 444, and I got essence 441 on Vault and 447 Nelth call. What do you think I should use? Isn't class trinket and Nelth call like the same thing? I thought they were the same thing. I can help you after this dungeon though. I'm gonna save torrent for the ads. I think this boss is so unbelievably easy. It's kind of hilarious. Like what even does damage on this fight unless like the casts go off, which are you just kind of stop. Oh, you think he's talking about enough, like the spoils trinket? Okay, that makes sense. Stop. Nice. And for shared media, I do not know how to do anything with that, unfortunately. Nice. That was a good knock. I'm saving Crash for the next set of ads. Actually, he's doing grasping vines. I should have just sent it. Do you sometimes DP while having 2 stacks of Mind Spike Insanity? Yes, you can. I can fear these when they start casting. Nice. Let's see. Oh my god, that guy fell down. Might be able to... Nah, I'm out of range for grip, I think.
I need to get closer.
Oh, I knew he was gonna pull that. I melted, luckily. My 2 are Windwalker and Esper's also why I was serious. Just haven't done much most. One of the worst players I've ever met got title last season, and since then IO's meant nothing to me. It's just a construct for clout. You can't convince me. Dude. We can just res him. But I mean, yeah, I've heard, title. I mean, I only started playing it the last like 2 weeks of last season. That it's just more of like a time commitment than it is like a skill thing. So there's dogs here. Can't soothe these. Yeah, I'll catch up on chat in a sec, guys. The key should be over kind of soon. Oh yeah, playing some brew Linux. You should see some. You should see some Fally brew keys. Don't get him into a freehold. Those melees and freehold be fucking up Fally brew. Of course, greed in that torrent right there, of course. I missed my shadow crash on these guys. I did. Holy fuck. That's a huge knock. No cake. Nice. These things are scaring me. Yeah, we should be good now, I think. Probably E. Kind of all full HP, but... The shadow crash again? I only missed one this time. Let's see. See if I can catch up on anything real quick. Yo, Temper, have you tried out playing the Mindflight build with the normal stuff? I played some 22s and 20s that I say felt so much better than Mind Spike. Yeah, I can link you a Hype Boy video. Like you said, it is worse, but yeah, I just kind of talked about it in the Priest Discord. It's worse, but I mean, Shadow's OP, and if you like that playstyle, go for it. I mean, people are doing high keys on that build, so if you really don't like Spike, you can play it for sure. Doesn't really matter. It is fun though. Like I like the idea of all my dots just doing more damage and being was like 10% stronger with Dark Evangelism, but yeah, unfortunately it's not the best at the moment, but it's good. Let's do that thing just in case. He's no swirly on me. Okay. Alright, here we go. Last boss. Oh my god. That thing was in the corner of my screen right there. Holy fuck. We have less than a minute. Ain't no way being meleeed is the scariest thing for Brew. Yeah, and the fucking freehold melee's blast too. I should not have crashed there. I should have waited for the totem. Just, make sure on this boss you save every torrent for a totem, or you're kind of griefing, and kind of pull insanity beforehand too. Okay, I did not need a torrent instantly there. A little bit of a misplay. I have crash for this next one. I'm gonna redot this so dots don't fall off. Mind games. I think that was very unfortunate. Our Pally got 2 stacks. I think he got hit by the little glow or the cloud. I'm gonna pull insanity for this. I dispersed there. I did not need to though. Okay, totem's in 10. I have torrent. I'm just gonna save it. Nice. I won't have CDs for this next totem, but I'll have it for the one after. I'm not gonna pop CDs right away because casting it is just kind of low value. Okay. Holy fuck. I did not expect to do that much damage. Probably you. I need a flash shield the next one probably. Pretty bad torrent again. I'm double devouring this one. Okay. I prayed that one. Didn't need to flash heal it. That was a pretty unfortunate overlap where I didn't want to flash heal it because of the totem was still up. Yeah, I have dispersion in the next one. And pop this. I think that's a little bit scary. Oh, we have wreck going actually. We have wings for the next one. Dispersing. Okay, we have wreck again. Yeah, wreck and warrior and red are really good for this fight. I'll just save torrent again, just to be safe. That's it, boys. That's the key. We did it. Nice.